Namaste to all. Welcome to my channel MA Tuitions. I am Plita. The last class we were discussing about linear equations in two variables. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell button, then only you will get the notifications properly. Today we are going to start a new topic, which is graphical method of solutions of a pair of linear equations. So now consider some examples for the linear equations. First one, 2x plus 3y equal to 5 and x minus 2y equal to 7. Next one, 2x plus 5y equal to 10 and 3x plus 15y equal to 11. And one more, 3x plus 4y equal to 6 and 6x plus 8y equal to 12. Can you find any peculiarities of these linear polynomials? Just look at the coefficients of x and y. We know that the general form of linear equations are a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Am I right? So now we can take the proper ratio of this coefficients of x, y and the constants. In the first case, we can take a1 by a2. You will get 2 by 1. Am I right? What about b1 by b2? 3 by negative 2. And c1 by c2 equal to 5 by 7. Okay. In the second case, a1 by a2 equal to 2 by 3 and b1 by b2 equal to 5 by 15 and c1 by c2 equal to 10 by 11. In the third case, a1 by a2 equal to 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. b1 by b2 equal to 4 by 8, which is also 1 by 2. And c1 by c2 equal to 6 by 10, here also 1 by 2. Okay, I am changing this 5 as 10. Okay, 2x plus 10y equal to 10. Then you will get here b1 by b2 is equal to 10 by 15. Okay, now we can change this into the smallest form as 2 by 3. Okay, so in the first case, a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 are not equal, isn't it? Not equal. These three ratios are not equal. But in the second case, if you are taking a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, both of them are equal, but which is not equal to c1 by c2. The last case we can tell like this, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so these three conditions are very important in the pair of linear equations. If you have a solution just like this, a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2, surely these two lines will intersect at a single point and it has a unique solution. What does it mean? It has a unique solution. So these equations are consistent. We can say that these are consistent. Okay, a unique solution you will get and it is consistent lines. These lines are consistent. a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. And coming to this section, here first two ratios are same. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, but which is not equal to c1 by c2. Which means these are parallel. These lines are parallel, which means no solutions. No solution, you will not gain any solution. So we can say that this is inconsistent. Okay, inconsistent. Okay, these are parallel lines. Since a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 and not equal to c1 by c2, these are parallel. So this cannot give you any solutions for this linear equations and which is inconsistent. And what about the last one? Here a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 all are equal. So these lines are coincident lines. So you can find so many equations, so many solutions. That means infinitely many solutions can be found. infinitely many solutions. Okay, got it. So these three results are very important. These are two lines which meets at one point. These are parallel lines, so we cannot find any solutions. Here two lines are coincident. One line is like this and the other line is like this. Okay, so if you are having a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, then unique solution is there. It is a consistent solution. And what about this one, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, which are parallel, no solutions is there, so we can say that is inconsistent. And what about the last one, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, which is coincident, infinitely many solutions are there, so we can say that which are dependent or consistent. Dependent or consistent. Okay, got it. So we can move on to the exercise 3.2, then you will be very clear about these facts. Exercise 3.2, first question. Two sub-questions are there. We have to find out the linear equations, pair of linear equations, and we want to find out the solutions for that variables through graph. So first we want to make the linear equation in two variables. So what is the first question? 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematical quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. Okay, so 10 students are there. They are going to participate in a mathematical quiz and the number of students are not given directly. Some situations are given. That means the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. Okay, so you want to make the linear equation. So we can take, let the number of girls. Number of girls is more, so we can write number of girls is x. And the number of boys as y. And it is given that the total number of students are 10. That means x plus y equal to 10. This is your first equation. And one more is given that the number of girls is 4 more than number of boys, or the number of girls minus number of boys is equal to 4. X minus y equal to 4. The difference between the students is 4. So here is the second equation. So you have got the two linear equations. Now you want to make it into a tabular column, and we want to plot the points on the graph and draw the graph. After that, from the graph you have to find out the number of boys and number of girls. Okay, first I am taking x plus y equal to 10 as the equation, and I am making the tabular column with x and y. This is very simple, that's why I am taking x as 5, then you will get 5, y as 5. And if x is 4, y is 6. And if y is 4, x is 6. Okay. Then here also x minus y equal to 4. If I am taking x as 0, then you will get y as negative 4. If y is 0, x equal to 4. Okay. If you are taking x as 2, y will be x as 6 and y will be 2. Okay. 0 minus 4. 0 minus 4 is 4. And 4 minus 0 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay. Now we are going to draw the graph. So here is your graph. I have drawn with the two tabular columns. I have got the graph just like this. This is x plus y equal to 10 and this x minus y equal to 4. So we have got a meeting place between these two lines. That two lines, the point of intersection will give you the number of boys and number of girls. Now I am drawing a perpendicular to this. Here it is 7. It is 7, and here also. Here this is 3. Okay, this is 3 and 7. So you can write x equal to 7 and y equal to 3. So number of girls is 7 and number of boys is 3. Okay. Second question, 5 pencils and 7, cost of 5 pencils and 7 pencils rupees 50 and 7 pencils and 5 pencils rupees 46. Find the cost of 1 pencil and pen. That you know well, isn't it? So take the cost of 1 pencil. Cost of 1 pencil as x and 1 pen as y. Now we can make the linear equation. Cost of 5 pencil is 5x and cost of 7 pen is 7y. Together we can write 50 rupees. And what about the next one? 7 pencils and 5 pence. 5y equal to 46. Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to make two tabular columns and draw the graph. So first one 5x plus 7y equal to 50. X and y can be written as 50 minus 5x, isn't it? 50 minus 5x by 7. So I am substituting x as 10. Then you will get 5 into 10 is 50. 50 minus 50 is 0. You will get y as 0. And if I am substituting x as 3, then you will get 50 minus 5 into 3, 15. 50 minus 15 is 35. 35 by 7 is 5. So you will get 5 here. Okay. Then what about the next one? 7x plus 5y equal to 46. So you can make the tabular column x, y equal to 46 minus 7x. 46 minus 7x by 5. If I am substituting this x as 8, then you will get 46 minus 8 into 7 is 56. Then you will get negative 10 by 5, negative 2. So here I am substituting x as 8 and you will get y as negative 2. And if x equal to 3, then you will get 46 minus 7 into 3 by 5, which is 46 minus 7 to 3, 21 by 5. 6 minus 1 is 5, 25 by 5, then you will get 5. So here it is 3 and 5. Okay. Now we can draw the graph 3, 5. So somewhere it will be here 3, 5. 3, 5. Okay. So you can draw the graph. This is 5x plus 7y equal to 50. Then 7x plus 5y equal to 46. 8 negative 2. 8 negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2. Here also negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. 8 negative 2. This is negative 2. This is 8 negative 2. And one more 3, 5. 3, 5. This is 3, 5. Okay. Now we can draw the graph like this. Okay. Now we got the answer as y as 5 and x as 3. So our cost of pencil is 3 and pen is 5. Okay. Cost of pencil is x, which is 3, and cost of pen is y, which is equal to 5. So here is our answer. Second question, 3 pairs of linear equations are given. You have to check by comparing the ratios of the coefficients of x and y. You have to check whether they are parallel, coincident, or intersecting at a point. So we have studied that if a1 by a2, b1 by b2, and c1 by c2, if both of them, if all the ratios are equal, then we can say that this is coincident. If all are not equal, we can say that this is intersecting at a point. If the first two ratios are equal and the last one is not equal, we can say that they are parallel. Just like that we want to check. In this case, a1 by a2 equal to 5 by 7 and b1 by b2 equal to negative 4 by 6 and c1 by c2 equal to 8 by negative 9. So here a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. So we can say that they are intersecting lines, intersecting at one point. Intersecting at one point. Okay. Second one, here a1 by a2 equal to 9 by 18, which is 1 by 2. b1 by b2 equal to 3 by 6, which is also 1 by 2. And c1 by c2 equal to 12 by 24, which is also 1 by 2. So we got a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. So these lines are coincident. Okay, the last one. Here a1 by a2 is 6 by 2, which is 3. b1 by b2 is negative 3 by negative 1, which is also 3. And c1 by c2 is 10 by 9. So we have got just like this, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. So they are parallel, no solution for this equation. Okay. Third question, by comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, we have to check whether they are consistent or inconsistent. So we have studied that a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. By comparing these ratios, if all of them are equal, then they are coincident and they are consistent. And if it is a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, which is parallel, which is inconsistent. The only case of inconsistency is this one. Okay, the last pair should not be equal. And if all are not equal, that is also a meeting place of two equations. That means it gets a unique solution, so they are consistent. Okay, now we can do these problems by doing a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. Here a1 by a2 is 3 by 2, b1 by b2 is 2 by negative 3 and c1 by c2 is 5 by 7. Here a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. So they are consistent, unique solution you will get. Second one, a1 by a2 equal to 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. b1 by b2, which is negative 3 by negative 6, which is also 1 by 2. What about c1 by c2? 8 by 9. So a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. So this is parallel, inconsistent. Okay. Third one, here a1 by a2 will be 3 by 2 by 9. So we can write 9 here, 3 by 2 by 9, which is 3 and 9 will goes 1 by 6. b1 by b2 also 5 by 3 by negative 10. You can write negative 10 here. It will be negative 2, 1 by negative 6 you will get. And c1 by c2, which is 7 by 4, which is 1 by 7 by 14, which is 1 by 2. So here a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. So this is also consistent, a unique solution you can find out from these linear equations. Two more sub questions are there, 4 and 5. I'll write here. Fourth one, 5x minus 3y equal to 11 and negative 10x plus 6y equal to negative 22. So we can take a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. a1 by a2 is equal to 5 by negative 10. You will get 1 by negative 2. b1 by b2 equal to negative 3 by 6. This is also negative 1 by 2. c1 by c2 is 11 by negative 22. Here also negative 1 by 2. So you got like this, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. These are coincident lines. So you will get infinite number of solutions and this is also consistent. Okay. The last question of that section, fifth one, 4 by 3x plus 2y equal to 8 and 2x plus 3y equal to 12. Okay. a1 by a2, which is 4 by 3 by 2. So it will be 2 here. You can write 2 by 3. What about b1 by b2, which is 2 by 3. c1 by c2, which is 8 by 12, both can be cancelled by 4, then you will get 2 and 3. Here also 2 by 3. So you have got like this, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, which has infinitely many solutions, so we can write which is consistent. Okay. Fourth question, here also you want to check whether they are consistent or inconsistent. Okay. So as usual, we have to check A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. Here A1 by A2 is 1 by 2, B1 by B2 is also 1 by 2, C1 by C2 5 by 10, which is also 1 by 2. So we can write A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, okay, C1 by C2. This is coinciding, so infinitely many solutions, so this is consistent. This one, A1 by A2 is 1 by 3, B1 by B2 is negative 1 by negative 3, which is also 1 by 3, C1 by C2 is 8 by 16, which is 1 by 2. So we can write A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but which is not equal to C1 by C2. So this is parallel. So we can write it is inconsistent. Okay. Third one, A1 by A2 is 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is 1 by negative 2. C1 by C2 is negative 6 by negative 4, which is 3 by 2. Here, not the ratios are equal. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2. So, we can say that these two lines are intersecting at a unique point. It has a unique solution and these are consistent. Consistent. This is consistent. The last one, A1 by A2 is 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is negative 2 by negative 4, which is 1 by 2. C1 by C2 is negative 2 by negative 5, which is 2 by 5. Here also A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2. Isn't it? So we can write these lines are parallel. So it cannot have any solutions and this is inconsistent. Okay. So today we have discussed about the geometrical representation of linear equations in two variables, and we have discussed some questions and regarding exercise 3.2. Some more questions are there. So we will continue with the next session with the same exercise. Okay, thank you so much for watching.